Alright, so some of these, I have a cousin. He dropped them off. He's an older cousin. So, Silver Age, a little wild for me. I got some modern over there too,
Sure.
which is more my flavor. But I think this is the first appearance of Black Canary here. And you know what I need to do?
At least your knees and boots.
I'll let you look at that for a minute. I need to grab a... Jason's going to help me kind of figure out what some of the grades are. He knows a little more about these older books than I do.
So it looks like a VG/fine, like a 5.0 to me. Because it's got a little bit of like discoloration in here that I think would keep it from hitting fine. But
Yeah, a lot of these do have that
yeah, it's just
discoloration.
Like these little spots and like staining. But otherwise, it's a pretty clean cover. Other than some of these spine marks, but like the center is pretty nice. Yeah, I would grade it at a 5.
See here, girls. There's what page is she on? There it is.
Black Canary.
First Black Canary panel.
That's pretty sweet.
That is cool. She's got green right there in the panel with her, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
That's
her
pretty.
first one.
Pretty good. And then opposite page, you got Superman.
Yeah. She's got
Good
some
company.
Hawkman. She's got some Batman on the page with her. Green Lantern. She's got some nice stuff.
Good company.
And of course, these were all in a cardboard box with no bags and boards. You know what I mean?
Wow. So yeah.
Second Silver Age Penguin. Is that Batman number 169?
No. It's got a little bit of the same stuff, not as bad as the other one. Someone's in arithmetic's in there.
Alright, let's do another little 4.5, 6.0, 7.0s, eBay stuff.
This staple's a little rough on the top in there. It's like poking through the page.
Oh yeah.
But I still think, because it's all attached. Right, is this one? Yeah, it's all attached. I love the smell of these all the time.
Get a whiff, girls.
Yeah, look at
Smell
this
it.
60-year-old paper. I don't know, I love old yellow paper.
That's how you get when you get messing around with books all the time.
I don't know, I would put it out at fine myself. It's got this little mark.
Yeah, I was going to say, in case you didn't see that, a little 64.
It looks like somebody wrote, they probably had it in a bag and they wrote on.
Looks like about
note.
that same guy.
It might have been the same note. Is there a 64 in there?
No, there's 65. There's a 65. See, yeah.
Looks like
He did that. He set it down on top and wrote.
Yeah. So never do that. But I'd say it's a fine.
Fine.
I mean, that might be pushing it slightly, but that's what I
So
would
a
put it
fine minus.
at. Yeah, that's what I would put it at. It's a pretty nice color for the cover, the purple, isn't it?
Yes.
For being,
That's
what
good.
year is that? 65, so 57 years old. I hope I still have my color when I'm 57.
Being all quick with his math over here. Well, that's pretty cool, huh?
Nice.
We know that one, huh?
I have seen that one before once.
I think Mario got a copy of this. I seen him. He posted about it like a year or two ago.
That's pretty sweet.
Logo.
It's like, this is his first appearance too, isn't it?
Yeah. Did they do more than one?
I don't know. I don't know if they ever did. This is the only one I ever saw. And I've only seen like one other copy of this book.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen it in real life.
Yeah, I don't think it's very common.
I know even like the lesser graded versions go for a decent amount on these.
Yeah, but so the worst part I think is this little corner is missing.
Yeah.
It's just like a half-inch triangle. But I still think it would be like VG plus with that.
Like so.
This staple's a little rough too, but it's hanging on. But it's got some, like the edges of where the staple is on the paper. See how it's kind of like.
Oh yeah.
Looks like there's like a pinprick hole there. I'd put like VG plus. Is that a hole? There might be a little tiny hole in the cover. No, it doesn't go through. You can feel it.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Like I say, and then that little, like there's a little something on there. You can feel the.
I still think this being what it is, like it would sell at a VG plus just because you never see it.
Yeah. That's why when everything he had, I pulled this one out, and I think this is one of the ones he probably thought wasn't nothing. I was like, that's one of the nicer ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, like 10 years ago, Westerns, nobody wanted them.
First Silver Age Riddler. Now this one does have a detached page.
Okay.
I was bummed when I opened it up and seen that.
But it's in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at these model kits you could order back then.
Was it cool?
Yeah.
Was it good?
$1.50. Wow. I'll bet there'd be more than that now. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Very middle one, I believe, right? Is it in order there?
I don't think it's the middle. I think it's. They didn't like page number it, but maybe it is exactly where it's supposed to be because it says continued on the second page. I think this one was the center spread. You know? Is that the center spread? Yeah, I guess that is the center spread. So it's yellow. That's a tough one. I don't know if it's allowed to technically be like detached and still a fine or not. I don't know, honestly. I think I would put it out as a VG with that detached page. That might even be pushing it. I don't really know.
Maybe a VG minus?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a nice looking copy. Like even that detached page looks nice. It just barely got pulled from the staple. It's not ripped or anything. It's pretty cool.
Looks nice in a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't know.
Put it in a Mylar. It'll look like a near mint one.
But yeah, the cover looks nice. Like I said, the back, that overlap
Yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, looking at it from just in there, it looks
It's
like it had to
pretty.
be displayed nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, especially if somebody just wants to like have it in their collection.
I believe this is the first high evolutionary.
He's cool.
That one looks a little more beat up, maybe.
Yeah, it's got some like stains on it.
Now, writing on the covers, how much does that detract?
I think it depends on what it is. If it's somebody's name like that, like like store dates and notes, like those little grease pencil numbers don't seem to take off as much as a name, especially if it's right in the logo. That seems to detract from the look of it more than if it was just over here or something.
Yeah.
But So yeah, a lot of people are put off by that being in the logo. Just got a little bit of water damage. That's such a cool page. Look at that.
Oh, that's really cool. No, there's a glass one.
Is that Fang Foom?
It looks like a giant lizard.
Yeah, is it Fin? I don't know. It looks like him, but they had so many similar looking creatures back then. The dragon.
Maybe it's just the dragon.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Is that Kirby?
Yeah, and Vince Coletta. Good combo.
Written by Stan Lee.
I still think VG minus is fine on that. I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, it's got enough little things that I don't think it would be any better than that. It's honestly not as bad looking as I thought it was going to be when you first showed it to me. Other than, just it's got a bunch of little things.
Yeah.
With the spots and a lot of creases in that corner.
You can tell somebody had some fun reading that over the years.
They loved their High Evolutionary. When I was a kid, I had a comic with High Evolutionary in it, but it was like X-Men Annual 12 or something like that.
Notice I don't think there's any. It's the first radioactive man.
Oh.
From The Simpsons?
You never know.
There's Fall Out Boy in here too.
Little journey into mystery.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
Oh, it is so cool. That is really cool.
I love that stuff when they like rip their faces off. Is it Ditko? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Steve Ditko.
Stan wrote that one too.
Oh wow! I think this is Stan's brother, Larry Lieber. Yeah, I love Larry Lieber. He's actually one of my favorite artists from this time because his stuff is so weird looking.
Yeah.
It looks more like horror comics with all these like weird lines.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
underground horror.
But yeah, that's Stan Lee's brother.
Oh,
Drew that.
wow.
He
He's
drew-
really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot, I don't think. I've only seen a few things, and it's always like a backup story. He never did.
I don't
like, a
know
whole
if
book.
I've seen any of his work before.
I love it. I think he's awesome. He did some Western.
Like, I mean,
comics,
other
too.
than on the internet, you know what I mean? That might be the first time I've seen on paper.
That's pretty sweet. So it's got a little corner missing, just a tiny bit, and then this other rip.
It's got that wavy.
Yeah, it's had some stains on it too. Yeah, it might be like in the good to very good range. Like VG minus would be the highest I would put that.
It's like good plus, VG minus.
Yeah, like a 3, I would say. And then I would probably just buy it because it's so awesome. I love his art. It's so weird. It almost looks like he's, not quite a professional artist. Like he's got a lot of stuff figured out, but everything's kind of stiff looking.
Kind of like
Yeah.
the inking and stuff. Kind of has like an R. Crumb type
Yeah.
thickness to
That's
it.
Matt. I don't know who Matt Fox is. I've never heard of that guy, but
His art
yeah.
seems like really creative and stuff.
Yeah, I love all these lines, like how he shaded all that.
Mm.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's neat. This is the coolest one I've seen in the pile here.
It's Jason's favorite.
Yeah.
Because of that Larry work.
Larry Lieber.
This one snuck in here. This ain't an old one.
No.
G.I. Joe 151. This was towards the end of the run. So they wasn't printing as many.
It wasn't very popular at the end.
I don't remember what I had on this one. Because I had tried to grade it out. I thought maybe a VF minus or something.
It looks pretty
Or
solid.
VF or
Yeah, it's really, really white pages. I mean, it's 94. Yeah, I'd say, I'd say VF. Yeah, that's what I would put in it.
yeah, just because of all the little
Yeah.
couple little stress things, and then over here this corner a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I might even push it a lot. Like if VF is, you know, 40 and near min is 60, I might put it like 45. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. We just picked up a few G.I. Joes too. We got one towards the end. It might be the last issue, actually.
What do you think, VF on that?
I'd say VF or maybe even slightly higher. There's a little dent right there, but it's not bad. Was 155 the last one? Was that right?
I think so.
I think that's the one we put on the wall back there.
That's the most expensive out of the last ones, ain't it? Or there's a Snake Eyes cover
I
one
think,
or
yeah,
something.
I think the Snake Eyes one was somewhere. Because I put that one on at like 30.
Check something here real quick.
There's G.I. Joe's right there. This is my favorite G.I. Joe, Shipwreck. Especially this. This is the 80s one. I only own like...
Oh, he looks cool. He does look cool.
Yeah, and he has his bird, Polly. But the toy wasn't my favorite when I was a kid, but after I watched the cartoon, he was my favorite character in the cartoon. He was really cool.
Daddy, what does VF mean? Like,
Very fine. It's a different grading scale.
Wow.
One of these is the nicer ones, but there's other ones. I don't know. Let me see.
that's a lot of
Moon
Moon Girl books.
That one's got a little chunk on the side. And then a lot of them have like a little scuffing on the back. This one not so much, but
Yeah. It's so, these white covers always show like any sort of scuffs or dirt that accumulates that wouldn't normally show if it was like all this color. Yeah, if that's the worst thing, I'd say VF.
the F on that one.
Yeah. And again, like everybody grades different. Like you can have 10 people that have been grading for years and years, and you might not get it very consistent. This is the nicest one, or this is the...
I thought this one was this one. This one's pretty good too.
I remember reading this book.
Yeah.
Yep, you girls got a copy of this, didn't
This
you?
one looks nicer to me. At least based on the cover, unless there's something else going on. Yeah, this one looks really nice.
Maybe that's the nicer one. Oh, that's, yeah, nicest.
Oh,
So yeah, nice, nicest. So that's the nicer one.
yeah, I would say VF Plus. Like I never really press anything at near mint, but VF Plus is almost near mint. But yeah,
If somebody buys it, I want them to be happy.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But this is nicer than I'd say 99% of the books that we just pulled out of the boxes that come out tomorrow. Nicest.
The nicest.
This was a different one?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, they're all, yeah.
They all kind of look the same.
Well, they are, it's the same book, so.
Mm-hmm.
This one looks amazing too. I mean, there's like a little couple dimples in the top, where it looks like it got pushed a little bit. I would still say VF, maybe VF Plus. Yeah, I'd say VF Plus. It's really nice. There's nothing wrong with this book.
It is a little harder for me with you. I know you have more experience with the white covers than I do.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me sometimes. I look at them and I'm like, I don't know if that's
Right.
if that's from shipping, you know, from being against the back of another book, or if that's
It's
handled, or.
This one's got a little guy there, right there. So, let's say VF minus.
Yeah, minus a little.
Yeah, I'm just assuming there's nothing weird inside, but
Yeah, I think all the insides are pretty much
yeah.
groovy.
Groovy.
I remember I had a lot more than these.
These were all from your...
Yeah, and I gave these out to kids.
Oh, wow.
I've gave so many of these to kids.
This one's got some stress marks on this one. Yeah, I'd say like VF minus on that one too.
Did you say,
It's got a little time.
Daddy?
Yes. Can I go get my water, please?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Okay.
What'd you think on that one?
I think VF minus, just because it's got, you can see a little bit of scuffing right there, and that's got some stress marks right here.
Say a lot of these have that same.
I've got stress marks too. This one's not as bad. A little bit of scuffing there. This tiny little. Beep. Looks like somebody just like flipped through and touched it. I'd still say VF because that cover's perfect. It's the back cover that has little problems, but it displays really nice.
Oh, and the final Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
I haven't looked this up in a while. What is this going for?
Like $100.
Wow.
Like a good copy. Because I think they're going to do a TV show or something.
Ooh.
I'd say VF minus on this one too, just because it's got this little tiny bend in this bottom corner, and it's got a few little scuffs on it. So yeah, I'd say VF minus. There's a little.
Did you say VF minus on that other one? This one? Remember?
No, I think I said VF.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Put in the wrong one.
I think those are all great.
Yeah, they're nice looking
Yeah,
copies.
it's really nice of you to give us these too for the store.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
I am a good boy like that. Yeah, I put these in my quarter box. I had sold a bunch of these in my quarter boxes back in the day. Because like I said, I think it was a collection I got off Bill. And there was like
Stacks.
a 40 of them or something. And I thought I had more than this, but these are the ones I've found so far.
No, those are cool.
But like I said, I gave a lot of them out. I know like Shiloh has one,
Mhm.
like a lot of birthday parties.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
That's
be
a
like,
cool book.
I'd be like, throw Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur
Yeah.
in there.
That's awesome, man. Somehow remember that. They still have it,
Well, thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Oh.
And then I got some more I'll let you look at next week.